That's right. I just read the comments. So, let's see how many people actually give a shit about this one. First comment was... Okay, we got on the ATF Sucks Sunday Bloody Sunday. We got Jolson. The Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. I will give Jolson that. So right off the bat, all of you cowbell haters. Okay. Still don't know if Miles is going to show up or not. Yeah, maybe I should have not started with 2. McLean. Okay, cowbell haters, unite. We're going to go for the unracist one. This one could be on a goat. It could be on a horse. So, in 3... in 2, in 1. Oh, personal favorite. And Sharky, not sure if that's real or not. You'd have to check to see if the curtains and the drapes match or not, but I don't see any freckles, so your soul might be safe. Oh. Rich Huff says, cheers, Clubbers. That was also on the ATF Sucks Sunday Bloody Sunday. Salty, double naked. Okay, on Does It Mix, ATF Sucks edition. Or ATF Sucks. It should have been Sucks or Suck It. You pick. Clyde says first, and then Clyde says whiskey and revolution for all. Well, I didn't know if Miles was going to show up or not, so I was doing a little pre-showing. Tell me a story to get me worked up? Eat me. Wonder if someone's trying to get a hold of me. It's like the second time the home phone is ringing. I never answer the home phone. Okay. Clyde, I'll use this as an opportunity to answer a question if I notice any difference or not. I've already had a couple here of the one that Rich Huff bought, and then this one is the clear one. This one's clear. This one's from Houston, Texas. What does she and my hand have in common? I lick both of those. I can tell you already, if we're doing straight shots or shooters or whatever the hell you want to call what I've always seen is the traditional tequila shot. This one's much better. Yes, McLean. No, I think he's an asshole. And at this point, I'm going to stop listening to you. Okay, let's get serious here. I just read the comments and did that. And then, oh, Brad's girl. And I am going to have, I think this is the last one of these. I've been saving this for a special occasion. And today seems like as good of any day. I woke up. Here I am. Ta-da. This is the fitness break, or fitness freak, actually, that NIHAP sent me. And even though it has, oh, it does not, never mind. This is the one with coffee, vanilla, and maple syrup added. And it's an imperial stout that weighs in at 14%. McLean, this is the point where I'm ignoring you. And the head looks like the Exxon Valdez disintegrated on top. Hang on, what should I send him? I know. Here. I'll send him a picture of me. What? What about the chicken? Okay, I don't know if this is the freakiest shit or not. As I hit send, and I sent him this, his text came in right below it, and it said, "What about, oh, the children?" Never mind, I looked at it too fast. Thought it said chicken. He says, I hope he doesn't choke the chicken. At least not while I'm watching. Hey, pop quiz. Do you know what makes it hard to get the brew review done in a prompt time? Question mark. I mean, I might as well not even turn the phone off, for God's sakes. Oh, Chuck with a zillion. Hey, Matt, have you ever have a muskrat come out of the hole when you were the hole you were ice fishing through? Hector says, "Hey, I never noticed you in the comments before. It's me, Hector. Been following you for years." What a kiss ass. I've tried to get you out from YouTube retirement 5 years ago. I feel so stupid for not knowing you knew Eric. No, you can feel stupid. Multi-Gunman says, "Hey Chuck, long time no see." Chuck, back to Hector. I made Ebomi's channel Everything It Isn't, pretty much. And then he said, "Good one, Chuck." And Mr. 27 says, "That's funny as fuck fu. Chuck, just fuck yourself." Mike says, "Cheers, boys." Cheers, Mike. Then Scourge says, "ATF sucks down on Clyde's farm like it's trying to go through college." Rich Huff says, "Cheers all." Cheers. Dr. Fats Nuts says, "It's a mark of distinction to have your channel deleted from YouTube. Continue on, Captain." Thank you, sir. I will. I mean, you know, they send you this thing like, your channel's been permanently deleted and you can no longer be on YouTube. And I'm like, well, what about the fact that I already had 3 more channels, ass nugget? And then if you think that somehow you're going to track me, and if I create another channel because of my IP address, well, I'll just have Poco Loco build me another one, and then I'll just take it over. So how about that, ScrewTube and Alphabet? Google's getting sued, or were they getting looked into by the government? I can't remember. Someone I know Twitter was getting sued. And so Elon Musk is also getting either sued or looked at because he said that he had enough money to take Tesla public and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, get in. What, you want a piece of the action? Huh? I mean, I'm not necessarily not necessarily saying I stand up for Elon Musk, because for the most part he's always been a libtard himself. But I do love the fact that right now, I mean, just the fact that he didn't become one of them and he released all of the stuff, the Twitter files. But then again, it's amazing. I believe in the world we live in right now, of course, I think I said this about 4 years ago, in the world, that personal favorite, that we live in right now, I could run a video, or make it somewhat important. Fox News could run a video showing Hillary Clinton rack around into a 1911, press it against somebody's temple and pull the trigger and have gray matter blow everywhere, and it wouldn't even get picked up by ABC, CBS, CNN. I mean, not to mention I did mention the other day, as of right now, I think I've had 4 of you, or is it 5? I've all contacted me within the last 7 days because you have been contacted by YouTube and either had a strike, had a channel, actually in the case of, I'm sure he doesn't give a shit because I'm sure he's pissed off, but Jeremy Predon, I'm sorry Jeremy, I looked at it fast and I meant to get back to you and then ended up jerking off or something and forgot all about you. I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes you show up in that little session. Usually it's because it's like way too... Never mind. I know Jeremy got... Now, Jeremy, I don't know if that was like what happened to me a couple of times now, where they delete the first one, and because it's the first one, they don't give you a strike. So I don't know if yours was just deleted. And again, Jeremy, you vicious... community standard bitch. He showed how to make his suppressor not come off of the gun. Oh my God. What a wild guy. Again, just like Willwood 487 said, WokeTube is a bunch of fucking bastards when you consider that all of a sudden their community guidelines and community standards are to get rid of things that are a tradition in this country. Gunsmithing. Oh, wow, gee, gosh, I wonder when that goes back to. What was it, the early 1980s? I can't remember. Right around the time the Yugo was popular? Or it might have been a little bit longer than that. Along with reloading. I mean, if it wasn't for some reloading videos, there's a few things that I may have done wrong. But YouTube doesn't care that by people being able to watch videos and see it done right, that they're stopping people from getting hurt. But as long as they, and I like how WokeTube just can create a community guideline like down in the middle. I mean, wow, let me ask you, WokeTube, was it ever a problem for a channel to show how to disassemble a 1911, how to reload a 410 shotgun shell? Willwood just put up at least one video on a company that actually sells adapters to work with the press that he has. So you don't have to go buy an entire press to do 410. He's able to do it on his press that does 12 gauge by these small adapters. And that was pretty much the kiss of death for him. Put the lotion on it or it's going to get the hose again. So yeah, so in theory, I hope the day comes that WokeTube gets sued because they no longer care about people as long as they can manipulate and control the narrative. Heaven forbid you should be able to look up a video and see how to reassemble a Ruger Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3 because they're such a bitch to do. But that's how I started on YouTube. I took the damn thing apart, and I believe I put it together, and all of a sudden the next time I took it apart, it was just not cooperating. There's that one thing that you have to do with the Ruger Marks that I didn't do. And I Googled it, or YouTube did a YouTube search. You know, it was that same day I was looking for wet farts gone bad, and there's a few doozies, let me tell you. And I found the Armory channel. Never heard of the Armory channel. Saw that. You know, I really liked the video, and I liked the interaction that was going on in the comment section, and sent Pete a message, a PM. You know, one of the things they got rid of a long time ago. If you've been here a while, you know how many things every time YouTube has made a correction that they said, oh, improvements to YouTube. No, they've done everything they can every step of the way to stop us from interacting, communicating with each other, building a strong YouTube community. It's not YouTube. It's what we let YouTube. It's what we'll allow Tube. It's what the FBI and the government have said, that what narrative you can have out there. Because if you want to rip on Donald Trump, they'll probably fucking send you one of their gold plaques to put on the wall behind you. But if you try to bring an alternative point of view, you're breaking community guidelines. Strike one. So if you say that, strike two. Okay. So if you talk about the Twitter, strike three, the channel's gone. By the way, WokeTube, I still haven't seen anything from the appeal that you so granted me to say, again, how long you think you're going to control the narrative, your agenda? It may be a community guideline, but it's certainly not based in facts or the truth. There has been multiple things that have already proven that the agenda manipulated the outcome. Hands down, changed the narrative on your behalf. Yet, I didn't mention a goddamn thing right now. We could be talking about, should you put strawberries on a pancake or chocolate chips? Obviously, you have to go with chocolate chips because red berry's bad. Okay, moving on. Then Scourge talking about beer games. You finally watched Beer Fest? Oh, I've seen it like 27 times since we talked about it last. You know what they say about girls with hooped earrings? That's the diameter of the wiener that they like to have placed in their hoagie bun, if you know what I mean. Probably not. Smile Money. Competition for the most hated neighbor by the Ebomi daughters. It is a neck and neck between Miles and Matt. Matt feels like a winner because Lily hates him more. But she lives in a different time zone. Smile Money, I got really nothing to add to that other than the fact that I obviously do not have enough tequila in my system as of right now. But overall, it's been a great day. I woke up and didn't want to wake up, and then I went to work, and I didn't want to be at work, and then I came home, and I like my home, and I'm waiting around for Christine to get here. As long as I have this done first. No, just kidding, she really doesn't care. Cooking up some barbecued pork ribs that I got from Superior Meats tonight with a nice little ass to go with it. I mean, salad. I meant to say salad. I have no idea where the other thought process. Personally, this really should be a 3 offering set. This view's okay. I would prefer probably the side view, depending on what kind of those she has to offer. Okay, below oh no, this is another Smile Money one. Sorry, Smile Money. I love when Matt tells a story. What really happened? Police said the man, who is the neighborhood block captain, tried to stop 4 offenders who stole a catalytic converter from a parked van. However, as the offenders fled the area, one suspect brandished a semi-auto gun equipped with a laser sight and shot him once in the chest. I don't even remember Matt's story. Jolson says he demanded, will we demand more cowbell? Oh, sorry. Sorry, that's just Jolson's stupid comment. I mean, relatively awesome comment. Smile Money, yeah, sorry, I thought these were all sub-comments. Sorry. In my delusion, I misplaced where, I believe, Sharky, these are full purebred, and that is a double entry into hell. And if you look really close, I believe that is not her arm with a growth mark on it that you see, or saw. Jolson says, we demand more cowbell. Redneck says, and a basement pop. Tardisia says, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Wasn't that a movie? Mr. 27 says, and more cowbell after. Okay. That way I can at least say I did it. Ooh. Ooh. See, I didn't pour all this because I thought if Miles showed up, oh yeah, never mind. I would not want to encourage him to multi-gunman with tequila and 357 Magnums. That's all. Miss 27 says, dude, I thought we had an understanding. 12 gauges and 10 millimeter, bro. I'm at this quick point in the game, both of you, I am willing to compromise and say, this didn't go upstairs yet, by the way. It's not that I lied, I never got around to it. And I hate to also say this, but Matt is right. This has a black front blade on an all black gun with, nothing in back. I mean, if this shit goes down in my house, it's just going like this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bang, right way, wrong house. I would say this thing was a virgin. There's like I don't think we've seen any action at all. You know what I really love is when you make a comment in a video about a proper way to look at something, and all of a sudden you have those complete retards that make a comment about, oh, you were looking straight down the barrel, because I made a comment about like the Mosins. When I go to look at a rifle somewhere, I bring, just make sure I have a little piece of paper, and after that I bought maybe NIHAP sent me the Flex flashlight so you could stick it down the bore from this end. But if you just take as little as a small chunk of white paper, wedge it right there, it really is a game changer. Well, at this point, you just have to get some of the light from above. But if you're one of the retards, see, one of the things, first of all, if you've ever noticed me, no matter when, I'm not sure you will ever find a video where I went, oh, and for all you retards out there, oh, sorry, I don't mean to offend a retard, because they're much smarter than an anti-gunner. Or even worse is the person that says they're a pro gunner, but then jumps all over you for everything from, oh, you had your finger on the trigger. Yeah, I was in a fucking gravel pit, and and my brother-in-law was standing over there. You dumb ass douchebag. Sorry. That whole I even what's that? Phelan Photography. She'd be like, oh, guys, just so you know. Oh, you know, there's this nut. You go ahead, be you. Me? My idea of a poorly executed firearm is like this one. It's empty. That is the one that you need to be worried about. The empty one. I really try to avoid that. And I absolutely love the fact that people like Matt and Miles know that everything I hand them, they're like, loaded. Yep. So keep it in a safe direction, preferably away from you and me, of course. I really like life. Subcomment. Smile money. Just so Matt knows, under the Federal National Firearms Act in 1934, large-bore cannons were classified as destructive devices. To obtain one, pre-approval from the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives is necessary. A $200 tax stamp is required to possess one. Then he has another subcomment to his own comment. You cannot possess more than 50 pounds of black powder without a special license. I had even a hard time finding 1 pound cans of it recently for my brother-in-law's new muzzle loading pistols. So Matt should not buy too many cannons and none over 2 inch in diameter. Now that is a little bigger than a 10 millimeter. Kind of. Still, I almost want to like write down on a piece of paper because the stupidity, the sheeple, the people that aren't standing up, because if the people that said, you know what, guns don't really, I mean, it's not really my thing. I mean, it's okay that my brother-in-law owns 327 of them, but it's just not my thing. So what you're saying is, you're not going to stand up. You're not going to stand up for the rights that were granted to us by our founding fathers. Maybe instead of the he just read comments comment, I may have probably just said, I came down here, couldn't find anything to review, and I'm just fucking lit, pissing people off since 1967. I might have waited to 68. Also a good year for the Mustang. I really like the fastbacks. My uncle had one. It's amazing how... Squirrel! Look at that! That guy kind of had a... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing it, Christine. Yeah. If we could just get... I mean, right now, and I've constantly said, the problem is we are, and unfortunately, having these conversations like with Will Wood 487, and he's just like, he flat out, he's like, we're fucked. He's like, what is it that the real patriots, the real people that care about this country, we have bred the next generation that they're too busy wondering with the next issue of Call of Duty's gonna come out, and what PlayStation is the one to have, and nobody wants to frickin' work still around here. I can drive around. People wanted, and I don't know how many people follow me on Fag Book, Disgrace Book, Joke Book, Liar Book, Agenda Book, Manipulate the Agenda Book, just like WokeTube Book. But the other night I ordered a pizza, and of course first thing I heard, and of course I can, if there was one house moved out of the way, I could see VIP Pizza. They are a block and a half away from me, and I order. Christine's just like, well, I don't want that. I was willing to cook too. I don't want that. I just really like pizza. Yeah, the problem is, Christine, every single time lately you've had pizza, it has not agreed with you, and then I hear about it, and I have to wait my turn. So, you know what it is? Christine, you have any idea what it is like to take a shit in a laundry tub? You have to bust that bitch up and, who died? So I order, and the first thing, well, actually that wasn't the first thing. I had already placed my order for a medium pepperoni pizza. No pineapple, even though that is the best possible way to get a pizza. Actually, my favorite, and Christine's like, I don't care, you can do it on half, is pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno. That is where the shit is. So, place the order, and a 14-inch single-item pizza is $20. Now you got to give a tip. So, in my case, I never give less than $4. So it was 24, may even been 25, maybe it was $24. And the kid says that will be at least 1 hour. It's like, okay. That puts the pizza here at like 8:30 at night on a Sunday. So, like 8:40, I had the security cam logged into the security cameras, and I saw the kid pull up, and I'm like, the fuck? Is he updating his Facebook before he even bothers getting out of the car? But I'm not critiquing. We'll just put that back on the table. I'm sorry, I didn't even mention it. Didn't mean to be passive aggressive right now. And I see him just hustle up to the door. By then, I've already gotten up and grabbed the money and opened the door and met him. He actually came into the porch. I do like that, which meant he would have seen the big lit up blue camera slash. It's not a. We do not have a Ring or whatever the stupid thing is, and beat him to that. And he's like, and I hand him the money. He's like, you need change? And I go, no, I'm good. Hands me the pizza, and I'm like, hey, thanks a lot. And he's like, no, thank you. You have a good night. And I'm like, yeah, you have a good night. Come inside, shut the door. He's probably driving away. Set the pizza down on the ottoman, open it up, and either it was thrown into with the hot bag, it was thrown into the car, or it was dropped, because this 2/3 of the pizza was fine. The last little bit literally looked like an accordion. Looks like such a great place to take a dip. And to top it all off, this was the color of the crust on the bottom, and the cheese was barely melted. It was like insult to injury. I waited over an hour and 20 minutes, and the pizza's not... I know some of you don't like the F word. I don't... I care. But sometimes, you're fucking pissed off, and I was fucking pissed off. And it was like, oh my God. But Christine's got this mentality. Well, first of all, it's too late now. If it took almost an hour and a half to get us the first one, we're already, like, I shouldn't be eating this late. Yeah, I know. So I take out a few slices, like 3 slices each, put it on aluminum foil, and put it in our little oven. I had like a piece and a half, and I was just, I don't know. It's just, she didn't even eat 2 pieces either, and I ended up throwing the whole thing in the garbage. Now it is almost 10 o'clock, and they close at 10 o'clock, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm sorry. As a person who used to manage well, in this case, actually, pizza, Domino's Pizza, for over 10 years, I would rather hear from an upset customer as opposed to they just never ordered again. So I call, and I'm not 100% sure, but it sure seemed like maybe the voice of the guy that I was talking to on the porch and the guy I'm now talking to now might have been the same one. I just wasn't sure, but Christine's like, oh, you never say anything. You know, if my meal comes out and it's just completely gross, I would rather pay $15 and not eat it because I'm not going to say anything. If you say something, they're just going to spit on it. A professional place should not, if that's the case and that ever got out, but I say to the kid, is there like a manager there, someone I can talk to? There is nobody of authority here. The manager, who does not have an ass like that, works the day shift, and you can call tomorrow after 3 o'clock, because they don't open till 3 o'clock. The day shift. I don't know how this works. They don't open until 3, but he must like work dinner rush and then go home. I'm like, okay. So now, keeping in mind it's almost 10 o'clock, my phone goes to sleep at 9:30, and evidently, because I didn't see it until the following day, there was a voicemail, and that was the same guy. Maybe it wasn't the kid that was delivering, or I don't know. And he says, I'm so sorry. In my brain, I thought it was Wednesday. You cannot call tomorrow because we are not open. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't even think about that when he said call tomorrow, because after COVID, things got so tough where they couldn't find employees because nobody wanted to work anymore. They are no longer open on Mondays. And he's just like, you'll have to call on after 3 o'clock on Tuesday. Well, I'm driving home today, and I look at my watch, and I'm like, perfect. They just opened. I stopped. The guy was very polite, and he goes, I appreciate the fact that you actually came in and brought a problem to me. He goes, overall, my staff is awesome. There's one serious hole in perfection, and I believe it was probably at least one of that guy was working on Sunday, and he just said, he's like, normally we just like to immediately fix the problem and get it sent out to you. I realized that if you had already waited an hour and a half and now it's even later, that just wasn't going to work out. He says, just give me your name, address, and phone number. Put it all on a little Rolodex card that was sitting right next to the phone, and he goes, next time you order, the next one is free. And I go, I appreciate it. I'm not asking for more than what I didn't get in the first place. So, there. How about that dissertation? Cheers. Rich, I'm just not wasting the moment totally. Here we go. Personal favorite. Really like her sitting on the motorcycle, because 2 fantasies get taken care of all at once. Sub-comment from Smile Money. So that is why you do not see cannons on the... Oh, let me start over, sorry. So that is why you do not see cannons on the Palmetto State Armory website. Mr. 27 says 2-inch cannon, 50 millimeter. Smile Money back to him. Well, it's only 40 millimeter bigger. Redneck, greetings, Captain. You're not there and Matt's not there. Better call Christine and tell her... Sorry. you're not there and Matt's not there. Better call Christine and tell her to get out of the house. Damn! Look at that lawn. Redneck, 2 guys, 1 can. Sick. Redneck, laugh out loud. 12-minute on coast from them to catch up. That's some funny shit. Well, yeah, except for a person. Yeah. You know, I have a conjugal visit with Vivian almost every single day. Sometimes I just have to, as I'm pulling up, drop the plow or lower the plow, open up the garage door, and I mean, is it a bad thing that I can honestly say I own my dream motorcycle? If I was to hand you a list of everything that I would love to have in vehicles, there's 3 motorcycles on my list, and number 1 is sitting in my garage. Number 2 is actually Vivian's little brother or little sister, depending on how you... Little brother. I'll go with little brother. She's the big sister. Is the Phaser. They call it... I think they call it the VX 750. It is a... If the 2 of them were sitting side by side, I'm like, that is like the picture perfect moment in time, because most of the time the Phaser is, well, the Phaser that I'm not even sure how many colors that they offer this stupid thing in. I personally like the Phaser in the same color scheme that Vivian is. Let's see, in case I really need a strong sexual moment in time. I know, little brother. I know he's in here somewhere. Well, come on. What is it with the... There we go. I might have already shown this. I don't know. I don't care. I can't make out what the numbers are. I always thought it was referred to as the Phaser. And if you remember what Vivian looks like, place that side or nose to nose and take a picture. Uh-oh, she's here. The only thing I don't like, and I'm not the kind of person that keeps things stock if I don't like them, is I would change that back fender. But that right there is the second motorcycle. And then after that, I really like the FJR or the FJ. The original one was the FJ 1200. I mean, I have things that if you said, would you like one of these, I'd say, hell yeah, you know, a Ducati. I'd have to fight with her. Believe it or not, the woman that wants a Harley Davidson more than oxygen, yet spends so much money on lottery tickets that she could have had one in the time that we've had any Harley. She could have had Willie G put a mushroom stamp on that fucking thing. A Ducati, the 995, there's several of the Ducks. I'm just like, I can't even imagine you. I mean, you're gonna... Okay, fine. If I could financially make it happen, I'd make it happen. Redneck, chicken, Vegemite, cheese steak. Ooh. Redneck, the FBI will never recover from the damage Comey did to their image. No, and personally, they shouldn't. Nice shirt. Fully filled. That's the way I like them. Okay. I saw Sheeple Gun Guy. I saw this and thought I was going to have to admit it, but I'm not going to have to now because he's not here. I owe Miles an apology. See right there? That's like a pill I don't want to swallow. Yesterday, by now a couple of days ago, I made a comment that the M&Ps wouldn't have issued hollow point ammunition. I thought that comment to be true. After I made that comment, it played on my mind, so I did a bit of research, and behold, it turns out that the M1153 Special Purpose 9.19 millimeter cartridge have been adapted by the U.S. military 2019. Surprise, surprise. Me thinking was that during my 22 plus years of service, sir, I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but I thank you. That is a long time to serve, and like I always say, I never served. Never even thought about it. Never thought about dodging it, but I never served. And that's why later in life, I try everything I can to serve you guys the best that I can. And that's why this whole fiasco with Justin's final mission just bums me out. The best thing we ever had going for us was Troy. Fortunately, we lost him. My thinking was during my 22 years of service in the infantry, hollow point ammunition was strictly verbatim according to the Geneva Convention, and if that were true, that post commander in the world, or no post commander in the world, would or could justify M&P shooting their own boys down with hollow point ammunition. Visualizing the mass lawsuits from family members now through the M1153 has been adopted, I still found where it would have been issued. I'll just take Miles, or I still haven't found where it has been issued, but I'll take Miles' word for that. Oh, and if Miles didn't see the other day's comment, don't show him this one. Best to let sleeping dogs lie. Wink, wink. Mr. 27 subcomment, as far as I know, hollow point ammunition is technically a war crime to use. But on the point of U.S. military is the best at committing war crimes, so there's that. I'm not sure, Mr. 27, you want to say that to a gentleman that has served for 22 years, but that's just me. EMT Rail fan, I found the maple bacon knob creep one time around here. I wish I could find it again. The one that I found didn't last long, and it was almost like Miles were doing reviews with me. Laugh out loud. It doesn't taste bad. It's one of those things where it's just bam. Or Cobra says D6 would be boom. D6. Are we finally hitting something? Wow. Yes, we are. D6 is finally a hit. D6 is the first hit on the board after 1, 2, 3, a bunch. EMT says actually that... Oh, sorry. EMT. I still like my idea of Minesweeper. We could call out Polak Battleship, laugh out loud. If you hit, you're dead and out of the game. See, I almost like that more than the bingo, but EMT, actually, that sounds even better. Just use the ships, but you have to miss them. Ooh. Everyone would still be pre-register and make a call, and every review, like you said, send a message to someone, didn't hang back until there were only 2 people left, and then decide to jump in and be last man standing with only 1 shot fired. No, yeah, if we did Minesweeper, you'd have to be in at the beginning of the game. Period. But I do like that. That is good. Just, you're out. Cobra, the original name for the search engine Google was Backrub. Okay, Backrub. She didn't answer. I could take a... Oh, can you imagine her giving you a back rub? There's no way you wouldn't feel the flotation devices. EMT, Matt, about the guy in Philadelphia who shot the guy stealing his car. If the guy truly had LTFC, he was golden to shoot. If his life was in danger, but if the guy was only stealing the car, but not justified shoot in Philadelphia under the Castle Doctrine unless the owner was in the vehicle, and then it becomes a carjacking. He still can't shoot until the asshole breaks the plane of the window into the passenger compartment. Philadelphia does not get away with more shipment anti-gun laws. Stringent, same thing, anti-gun laws, since it's our only Class 1 city. But I think the only law that he can't open carry in the read more button in the city, unless you do have an LTFC where you can open carry in the rest of the state without one, as long as you aren't in a vehicle, and other 3 no carry places: schools, courts, and post office. All of the other no carry and trespassing, like you said, Smile Money or Pete can probably confirm better than me, since they are from that end of the shithole. Low. What is she looking for? Huh. Mr. 2737 per review, studio reviewer. Then he says, intro babe, intro babe is shit. I don't know. Then he says, hi Brew Matt. Good to see you. See you, good sir. Nice braids. Then he says, I just had 8 shots of different things. I'm super buzzed. 8? You're a stick. I mean, you're stickish. Sorry, I don't mean to be racist against sticks, Mr. 27. Okay, you technically you are ahead of me. This puts me within 1 plus the beer, and I probably better call it, because I still have to go upstairs and make barbecue prime ribs and salad. Right? See, she's ready to cook. I'd like to give her the Aunt Jemima treatment. Miss 27, what's on the agenda tonight, Brewbomie Studio review guy? That's funny. I make dinner and watch something, and then Lily will call. I'm surprised she hasn't already. Miss 27, where in the fuck is the Brewbomie Brew Company at now? We're in the developmental stages. We're kind of reviewing different things, finding out what kind of beers would be good, and then we'll move forward. Miss 27, can I just hurry up the dealie? Impatient. Mr. Mark Mack, 85, says fire on C8. Like the Corvette, C8 is a miss. Sorry, the Wazer fell over. C8. Of course, Jade Elite Ammunition sent me all the documentation on that there laser. He's been in search of that since day 1. If I'm able to find one of those ahead of Jay, I'm not sure he'll love me anymore. It would be really cool to find a couple of them somewhere in a box, but I don't know about that. Mr. Mark Mac, cheers, Eric and Matt. Cheers, Mr. Mark Mac, 85. Steven, does it really bother you if Miles' wife doesn't like you? No, not really. No, not really. There's really no upside to it. I mean, other than, okay, yes, in the way that, Miles comes over here and is, has a good time, and somehow it isn't like routed into the whole scenario that I forced him to, drink a shot. I mean, Smile Money would tell you that Miles' willpower is just over the top. Did I? Okay, never mind. Sorry, got squirreled again. I don't care who doesn't like me. Good. One less flapping head spitting BS at me. I know, Steve, that's the way you roll, though. And that's why, it's probably why we have been friends for a long time. Because I really don't have anybody that I call a really good friend that I give a shit about that's like some whiny little bitch bitching about everything. It's like, wow, look at the artistic work on that mirror and thing. Steven says, see the woman cop that was married and taking pipe from 7 other male cops while on the job? She deserves for that BS. I don't even know what the hell that is, Steve. She deserves death? Maybe that's what it is. Death for that BS. Oh, she's a special... that reminds me of my ex. I mean, it's not like I can prove that the woman laid more pipe than a pipe fitter, but, Gunwald says Bravo 8. B8. B8 is a misdemeanor. Now, everybody that's paid attention to this might be putting a few more directions in place. I want to thank you, Nihap. This was a very good beer. Hoof-Hearted Brewing. If you're somewhere and you see this and you like Imperial Stouts, this one is definitely a good one. This one ended up on the ceiling. I do not see this up there. Shit. Oh, no. It is up there. As it should be. Wade, I don't follow unconstitutional laws. The government has proven itself untrustworthy hundreds of times, which we know about. Exactly, Wade. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're never going to get me on the bandwagon. Read what you want into it, but I follow what our founding fathers set forth for us. So if you see it in the Constitution, the original, not, any after amendments and that kind of bullshit, again, like I said, the most untrustworthy. I mean, the bottom line is, every single thing that I see going on today is exactly why our founding fathers did what they did. This is why we adiosed the lives of the douchebags from England. Because of overreach, because of tyrannical, because of taxation, because of this rule after that rule, and our own government is now that. So, you're either them or you're us. Oh, but nobody needs... No. Fuck you. That's why. Steven, Matt, this video was closed caption available. Tap the screen, hit the CC button on the top right. It's a miracle! Chuck says, was your friend vivid while he was livid? That's cute, but I don't know what friend. You must be talking about. Matt's? Jim? I don't know. Brad says, fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! And hashtag fuck the ATF. Salty? Love? and nakedness cannot be hidden. Japanese proverb. EMT, B5, and... hang on, let's do this. B5. Oh, wrong book. Wrong chapter. B5 is a miss. Excuse me, I have a burp coming on. Okay, I'll try to read. And then he says, then he says, hashtag YouTube, looks like I had a comment deleted last night about the reloading channels getting deleted and demonetized. But you can still get a video suggestion here of 8-year-olds getting provocative messages and being in perverted fashion shows because watched a few videos from crack addicts. Chiropractic channel one time. I may have used some colorful words though. That ring ding from the one guy chiropractor on there looks painful. Laugh out loud. Oh yeah, I know. I was getting a girl in a 2-piece swimsuit. I was being notified that I broke community standards for nudity, and they deleted the girl, and they just had the grayed out thing if you went to go watch the video at the other channel. And at the same time, I could watch a fucking vagina being shaved. I could go watch nude yoga, and we're talking some... yeah, we're not talking hefty sack yoga. We're talking some pretty fine-looking girls doing yoga. And, yeah, I know Smile Money blames me for it getting taken out because, you know, in my comments I'm going, yeah, you know, whatever. Sharky says back for part 2. Then he says SH. Oh, that's on my other one. Nice fruit and buns. Now, Mr. 27 says beer-flavored whiskey or whiskey-flavored beer. I think I would rather have whiskey-flavored beer or beer-flavored whiskey. I don't really want either one of those. If I had to, I'd rather have the whiskey-flavored beer than beer-flavored whiskey. Yeah, I'm not sure how you pull that all off, but Mr. 27, thank you for suggesting it. On the flask number 138, Jay, late. I'm going to have to give you a demerit, but I still love you. A lot. You know, reach around kind of shit. I gotta get down there, Jay. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to make that happen. Might have to start me up a GoFundMe. Just kidding. Jay says, I have never liked Japanese whiskey at all. It's always too perfect and lacks character. That, Jay, that is I don't know where the hell I put it. Probably shouldn't have some right now anyway. I did put that one somewhere to actually drink because 137 138. I saved it because actually both of these have been more than drinkable. I saved it just because... why did I save this? I'll have to look this one up. Somehow I have not had any. There's not much missing. But 130? Okay, I digress again. No, Jay, you're right. I had a sip of it, and there was part of my brain that said, this might be something special. On the other hand, it's too linear. It is start to finish, just smooth. Exactly what you said, Jay. Spot on. Thank you. It's just too perfect. It's kind of like when she says, come on over, I have something for you, and I just want to be friends. It'll never amount to anything. I love you. Oh, sorry. Okay. Seeing so we haven't reviewed anything. Going to the club. Is there someone there today? 2 of you! The 2 that I thought would have been there yesterday, but I'm not being passive aggressive, just not commenting. Rich saying cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. And Smile Money saying damn cheers, clubbers. I think I just sent you a message during the brewery review. My bad. My phone. See, it depends on the noise. Oh yeah. Okay. The last message. Well, I've got a whole bunch that I've ignored. Smile Money. Moving on right to you. Oh, I'll watch this. I'll watch this. This is awesome. This is Smile Money. Private shooting instruction for his grandson and his father. Just doing 22 stuff. This is. I could get all sentimental and truthfully, taking it to the next generation. It just seems like there's such a void right now of the next generation. Do not be embarrassed that you uphold the feelings and standards and the words of our founding fathers. Do not feel embarrassed that you feel strong about guns. For me, if I find someone that acts like they're negative on guns, well, fuck you. I'm sorry. I am pro-gun. Does it make me a lunatic? Absolutely not. Makes me care about this country. Makes me proud to be an American. Makes me proud to be able to stand here and say that I have the most respect for the men and women that have served for our country. There are some bad ones, but there is some really good cops. The first responders, the men and women that wear that uniform, the ones that rush into the burning buildings. Smile Money? I know Smile Money would probably actually, it's already poured, Smile Money. It's not like I was just adding you to my already bad. But if there is one thing right now at this moment in time, I'm glad I read the message, Smile Money. The fact that you guys are teaching the next generation to proudly and safely move forward with firearms. Rich? Rich, there's just really no need to do this, but better yet, Smile Money, love you, my brother. Proud. Say hello to your grandson. Say hello to your son. Clearing the board. That's it. Proud to be an American. And I will always uphold those standards. I will not die on my knees. You want to be an anti-American? That's the dirty path that you will follow. Take cover.